I'm turning 40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like, not where I wanted to be. I haven't succeeded at anything. I haven't even tried. Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything. And I don't know how to, I did this whole growing thing wrong. Like I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be able to handle these things, and I can't handle anything. And I literally am just realizing, like, it's been 40 years of this, and like, it's 40 years of just being confused and not knowing and like figuring things out slower and like not like I haven't built anything. I have nothing like to show for this time. I just don't know what I'm doing here, and I'm lost. I'm afraid, and
I have to be honest with y'all. She should be afraid. And I know a lot of people like to say, it's okay, everything will work out. But the truth is, no, it's not okay at all. We need to face the reality. The earlier you start by investing in yourself, learning to manage your finances, avoiding unnecessary debt, and making smart choices, the easier your life will be later on. Think of this as a wake-up call, because what you do in your younger years shape your future. If you spend your 20s and 30s racking up debt, living recklessly, or not having a plan, it's going to be so much harder to fix things as you get older. On the other hand, if you start now, even in your early or mid-30s, and you are serious about building your skills, making wise decisions, and avoiding self-inflicted problems, your path to success will be no much smoother. A lot of people don't realize this until they hit 40 or later, and by then they're overwhelmed with regret. What makes me sad is seeing so many women, even friends around my age, telling themselves things like, I'm fine on my own, I don't need anyone, just live YOLO, just leading a YOLO lifestyle, live however I want to be. But sooner or later, reality gonna catch you up. Many end up realizing they're not as prepared for the future as they thought. We often show a lot of sympathy when women struggle, but we also need to hold ourselves accountable. If we're lucky enough to be born in a country full of opportunities, our results mostly reflect the choices we make. Sure, there are things we can't control, but once you are past 30, you don't have as much time to keep making the same mistakes. I don't say this to judge anyone. I say it as a reminder to myself and to share with others. If you still have time, start now. Take care of your health, keep learning, invest in yourself, and avoid making choices that create unnecessary problems. Because what you do today will decide what your life looks like in 10 or 20 years later. And I want all of us to have a bright, fulfilling future, not a life full of regret.
I just saw the video a woman posted basically crashing out because she was about to turn 40, and I am 40 today and having a lot of the same feelings. And I looked in the comments and I saw comment after comment after comment of millennials who also feel the same way. And I thought about this and I'm like, why is this happening? And then it occurred to me, of course it's happening. We grew up in a culture that valued what you do over who you are. How quickly you can get a degree and start a family and buy a house, but never asking, like, who are you going to become? And it's hard because if you're not one of those people who's a hustler or feels like you just have to, go and just achieve all the time, it can really make you feel like you're not enough. But I've made it a practice, and I'm just feeling emotional because I feel like we need to talk about this. And a lot of people, like, this is what's inside of them. Like, check on your millennials, y'all, because this is what's inside a lot of us. But I've tried to make it a practice to ask when I meet somebody, instead of what do you do? What are you passionate about? What brings you joy? What makes your heart sing? It's such a, in my opinion, more powerful way to start an initiation with someone, to start a conversation with someone, and to make someone feel valued beyond the work that they do. And I'm a creative, so I'm an actor. I'm creating on here. I have a TikTok shop I'll tag if you want to follow it. I'm trying to grow there. But like if especially if you're doing things like that and you're not producing in the way that this culture, in a way that America tells us we need to produce, it can be really easy to feel like you failed. So I understand the way that this woman felt, but it's a lie. And I have to give it to Gen Z for like breaking a lot of these chains, because they said, fuck you, I'm not going to do this like whole like work till I'm 60 to maybe retire, at 65 and maybe get a few years of like peace. And I love that there's so many people who have become, millionaires or making hundreds of thousands of dollars on this app, for example, because I don't feel like we have to be a slave to this idea that our parents and their parents said that we had to live by. A lot of these systems that were created by people who wanted to keep us working. So I don't know. Happy birthday to me. I hope that if anybody else is feeling this way, any other millennials especially, that it's just a good reminder to just check in with yourself, to tell your friends that like they're good people, to talk to people about what you like about who they are, and maybe not just define value by what someone does, but how they're showing up and what they're sharing with the world and what gifts they have to offer. That's really important too. So to the girl who posted this, happy upcoming birthday. I hope that you continue to explore yourself, share your gifts. That's so valuable. And just don't let our society make you believe that it's not.
People often ask me, what are you passionate about? And honestly, if you guys already in your 40s or getting close to 45, this is not the time to keep chasing your dreams with no direction. You're in the second half of your life. There's no more room for living recklessly or letting emotions run your decisions. The truth is, no one wants to keep carrying your responsibilities for you. And absolutely, no one wants your son growing up feeling like he has to be the man of the house, the breadwinner, because his mother won't grow up. And let me be clear, I'm not calling out one person. I'm talking about a much bigger reality that is happening all around us. Once you're a quote adult, especially as you get older, it's time to stand up and take ownership of your life. I'm seeing our generation, and yes, they are saying it themselves, becoming the most unstable and financially lost generation we have ever had. They are voting for socialism in places like New York, and Gen Z is leading the charge. As for me, I measure a person's worth not by their emotions, but by what they bring to the table. Are you contributing? Are you creating real value in the world? Especially for men. Society has always judged them by their output, their impact, not their feelings or pretty words. Now, don't get me wrong. Emotions, stories, personal gifts, yes, they actually matter in some ways. But at the end of the day, you still need to create your own real value. You can't live off your feelings forever and expect people to just understand and rescue you. To the women who posted that video, I wish you all the best. And to everyone watching this video, if you got thoughts, you can drop them and let me know in the comment section below. We can share it together and help each other resolve the problems. And last but not least, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here to support my channel. And once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye!